Right, there we are. We're now streaming on YouTube, which seems to have more of a bandwidth by the looks of it than Facebook, because I'm not dropping any frames. So maybe we need just stream to YouTube. This is live streaming to Meet Me. I've been doing this for 20 minutes already on Facebook. I'm now doing it on YouTube. I've got the chat window open for YouTube. There's no one going in. No one watches my streams anyway. So, I don't know. What should we do? Should we give you an update on what's going on? Has an ombudsman, while negotiating for an out-of-court settlement regarding the current case, discrimination, because they're refusing to accept reasonable adjustments and they've got all these conditions and blah, blah, blah. I've half a mind to give the fucking case up, because it's just getting annoying. Because they're adding, every time we agree to them and make changes, they make changes back. And it's pathetic changes. On one occasion, they actually wanted to include something that was even part of the case. So they threw that bit off. Why did they put that in? Now, while they're negotiating a communications package, are they doing this with every person with autism? They're having to go through the courts to do a communication package. It should be standard practice. You ask for something and they negotiate with you directly. At one point, they didn't even want to talk to me, the housing ombudsman. They wanted to talk via the solicitors. No, the solicitors just getting in the way. Oh, and at the same time discussing all this, they breached my reasonable adjustment again, which apparently they have to go away for several weeks to investigate. Well, did they make a phone call before they sent the email? No. Where's the investigation? Why does it take so long? Really? Then we've got St. John's in Leytonstone, who have added to the misery for me by not only, breaking my data protection, and not only ignoring my reasonable adjustments, which they're fully aware of, but also trying to block me on YouTube and then denying it. It just gets better, really. It really does get better. And all it needed was, someone to pick the phone up, preferably the safeguarding officer. Because how I see it, the safeguarding officer was the point of contact. And it's not for them to divulge my information with other people. It's for them to contact me to discuss the safeguarding concerns that I raised. And if we agreed there was no safeguarding issue, for them to discuss, should I pass this on to someone else? And that's how you handle people's personal data. You discuss it with the person whose data it belongs to. But, yesterday, where they tried blocking me on YouTube because I made a comment about their sound not working, not unfriendly. And then one of their underlings comes on, doesn't identify themselves, and basically tells me to shut up and stop annoying them. Got screenshots of all of it. And then someone else comes in, says they're in charge of the sound, which I think is bullshit. So that's two lies. Because if they're in charge of the sound and the sound weren't working, they wouldn't have time to talk to me. Come on, it's obvious. I'm in charge of the sound, but I'm going to sit down 5 minutes while it's not working and talk to you. So that's bullshit as well. I didn't think Christians were supposed to lie. But I seem to find the only lying Christians on the planet, apparently. And then they tried putting a restriction on for 20-minute or more subscriptions before you can put a comment. Well, I've been subscribing for a while, mate. And then they denied that they put the restriction on. Sorry, Facebook or YouTube doesn't put restrictions on randomly. You have to set them up. And since that was all being done in the vicar's name, it's now being raised up to a complaint against the vicar, which I've tried to avoid. I actually think she's a nice woman, but there we are. Then I've been doing this for God knows how long, trying to find someone on here to talk with. I've been doing dating sites, trying to find someone to talk with. Most of them are foreigners that don't talk English. And the ones that do reply lie about where they are. The latest one was a Ukrainian that says she's in London, but actually is in Ireland. That's a lie. And for people like me, that's not good for my mental health. Why don't you just tell the fucking truth and say you're in Ireland or Ukraine or Ghana or Nigeria or wherever? Because then if people are looking for people from your country, they will find you. If we're not looking for people that are currently in your country, we won't. And you're wasting all those searches because once you've clicked on someone that says they're in London, thinking they're going to be talking because they're in London, and then they either ignore you because they know you're going to report them for having a fake profile, or then they start talking to you, which in some sense is worse because they start talking to you as though they are in London a lot of the times, and then you say, oh, let's meet up, and then they block you. So, pardon me, they do, it is a fake profile with fake location. And yet there's thousands of them. I mean, if they counted up the number of people that were recorded as being in the UK, we'd probably have about 100 million registered in the UK if we went via the dating site apps. I mean, a lot of Africa puts themselves in the UK somewhere. They've learnt their lesson, though, because they don't just say UK or London anymore. They're picking up random places, out of the way places. Little villages in Oxfordshire and things like that. And you talk to these people, and oh no, I'm actually in Nigeria or Ghana. Or where's the latest one? Vietnam, I think one of them said. I even asked them, well, where are you getting these place names from? Why did you pick wherever you picked? And they just block you and they don't answer. And that's just a confusing thing that I get left with. So it's definitely a Facebook thing because I'm getting a 10 meg stream now and it's quite good on YouTube. Anyway, we've been doing this one for 7 minutes. Shall we do 20 minutes on YouTube as well? Might as well. It'll give people time not to come in. What is the time, by the way? We'll do it to 10 o'clock. It's 15 minutes to go, so it'll be roughly about 20 minutes. See, I get all serious on here, and then my cats leave me alone. They're normally all round me. I've tried changing the fans on the PC because I think they were put in the wrong way. Seriously. Because it wasn't cooling down effectively. I've turned them to blow out rather than blow in. And currently I'm on... Well, that's bizarre because resizable bar disabled. It's not even telling me what the temperature is now. That's fantastic. So have I lost the sensor? No. I don't know. All I know is it's working and it's not overheating. It just needs a restart, I think. Shall I actually close this down? Because a lot of the time that was causing the problem. MSI. Could be it didn't start up properly. No, it's coming up with no CPU core. I don't know. Anyway, despite what I said a moment ago, I'm going to